Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. The journey of a new drug, from a lab idea to a patient, is a monumental task. It costs billions, takes over a decade, and most attempts fail. For decades, drug discovery has been a high-stakes game of chance, with scientists testing millions of compounds hoping to find a key that fits a specific biological lock. But what if we could stop searching for a needle in a haystack and instead design the perfect key from scratch? This is the promise of quantum pharmacy, a revolution using the strange and powerful rules of quantum mechanics to build the future of medicine. This isn't just a small step forward, it's a giant leap in how we design drugs, promising a future that is faster, cheaper, and unbelievably precise. To understand this quantum revolution, we first need to grasp the classical problem. Molecules, the building blocks of life, are fundamentally quantum systems. Their behavior, how they fold, interact, and bind, is governed by the complex dance of their electrons. For a drug to work, it must bind perfectly to its target protein, like a key in a lock, without accidentally opening other locks and causing side effects. Our current computers, classical computers, struggle with this. They operate on a binary system of zeros and ones, and are forced to take shortcuts and make approximations when simulating how molecules behave. The math required to accurately model the quantum state of even a simple molecule like caffeine is so complex it would overwhelm all the supercomputers on Earth combined. This computational wall has been a massive bottleneck, forcing us to rely on slow, expensive trial and error in the lab. This is where quantum computing changes the game. Instead of approximating nature, a quantum computer simulates it directly. It doesn't use bits, but qubits. A classical bit is either a 0 or a 1, but a qubit can be in a superposition of both states at the same time, like a spinning coin before it lands. This, combined with a property called entanglement, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance, gives quantum computers their incredible power. Just a few hundred entangled qubits can represent more states than there are atoms in the known universe. This creates a vast computational space perfect for modeling the complex world of quantum chemistry. A quantum computer doesn't have to crunch the numbers to figure out a molecule. It can be configured to mimic the molecule itself. We can finally speak the language of nature. This breakthrough is set to revolutionize three key areas. First, high-fidelity molecular simulation. Quantum computers can calculate a molecule's most stable configuration, its ground state energy, with an accuracy impossible for classical machines. This is vital for predicting a drug's stability and how well it will bind to its target. Second, protein folding. Proteins are long chains that must fold into specific 3D shapes to function. Misfolded proteins are linked to diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Predicting how a protein folds is a problem that has stumped classical computers for decades. Quantum algorithms can explore the vast number of possible shapes to find the final, stable structure. And third, binding affinity prediction. This is the billion-dollar question. How tightly will a drug molecule bind to its target protein? This is determined by subtle quantum interactions. Quantum computers can simulate this binding with unprecedented accuracy, allowing scientists to design drugs that are more potent and have fewer side effects. So how does this actually work? The magic is in the algorithms. Today's quantum computers are powerful but imperfect. They're called noisy intermediate-scale quantum, or NISQ, devices because they're sensitive to environmental noise. To get around this, researchers developed hybrid quantum classical algorithms. Think of it like a relay race. A classical computer makes an initial guess about a molecule's properties. The quantum computer, which is good at the hard quantum part, evaluates that guess. The result is fed back to the classical computer, which uses it to make a better guess. This loop continues, with each machine playing to its strengths, allowing us to get meaningful results even on today's noisy hardware. One of the most important hybrid algorithms is the variational quantum eigensolver, or VQE. Its job is to find the lowest energy state of a molecule. Imagine you're a hiker trying to find the lowest point in a vast, fog-covered valley. The classical computer is the hiker, picking a starting point. The quantum computer is a special altimeter that can instantly read the elevation at that exact spot, even through the fog. The hiker looks at the reading and takes a step in the direction that seems to go downhill. This process repeats, with the quantum computer acting as a powerful guide, until the hiker reaches the bottom of the valley, the molecule's true ground state. While we wait for perfect, large-scale quantum computers, another powerful technology has emerged: quantum-inspired algorithms. These are classical algorithms that run on conventional computers, but use mathematical tricks derived from quantum mechanics. For example, they can simulate quantum tunneling, where a particle passes through an energy barrier it should NT be able to cross. In an optimization problem, this allows the algorithm to escape good but not the best solutions and find the true, globally optimal one. Companies are already using this. Fujitsu's Digital Annealer, a quantum-inspired machine, was used to search for small molecule drug candidates. It reportedly cut a process that once took 15 months down to just 7 weeks. These systems are a crucial bridge, delivering some of the benefits of quantum thinking on the hardware we have today. The race to make quantum pharmacy a reality is being led by powerful partnerships. In a landmark collaboration, Google Quantum AI teamed up with the pharmaceutical giant Boehringer Ingelheim. They are using Google's quantum leadership to simulate complex molecular dynamics. More recently, Google announced a major breakthrough with its Quantum Echoes algorithm, which ran on its Willow quantum chip 13,000 times faster than the best classical method, simulating molecular interactions in a verifiable way. Another transformative partnership is the Discovery Accelerator, a 10-year project between IBM and the Cleveland Clinic. A cornerstone of this is the first private sector on-site quantum computer in the US, an IBM Quantum System 1 at the Cleveland Clinic. They are using it for everything from cancer immunotherapy discovery to predicting antibiotic resistance. Beyond these giants, a whole ecosystem is booming. The startup Polaris QB uses quantum systems to search a chemical library trillions of times larger than the industry standard. Pharmaceutical companies like Merck and Roche are also partnering with quantum computing firms to model complex molecules for diseases like Alzheimer's. Despite this incredible progress, the road ahead has challenges. The biggest hurdle is the hardware. Qubits are extremely fragile and easily disturbed by their environment, a problem called decoherence. Building stable, large-scale, error-corrected quantum computers is a monumental engineering task. We also need better, more noise-resilient algorithms. And we need to train a new generation of scientists who are experts in quantum physics, computer science, and biology. But looking past the challenges, the long-term vision is breathtaking. The ultimate goal is true, personalized medicine. Imagine a future where we can use a quantum computer to simulate how a drug will interact with your specific genetic makeup. Instead of one-size-fits-all drugs, doctors could design bespoke treatments tailored to your DNA, maximizing effectiveness while minimizing side effects. This power also extends to public health. In the next pandemic, quantum computers could rapidly simulate a new virus, allowing scientists to design effective vaccines and treatments in weeks, not years. Projections suggest this will completely change the economics of medicine. Global data forecasts that quantum modeling could slash drug discovery cycles to under a year by 2035. McKinsey estimates it could unlock up to $850 billion in value for the chemical and pharmaceutical industries. Quantum pharmacy has moved from theory to tangible research and development. The path to quantum advantage, where these machines routinely outperform classical computers on commercial problems, is still a few years away. But the trajectory is clear. The hybrid and quantum-inspired methods we use today are already providing value, and are a critical stepping stone. The promise isn't just to do what we do now, but faster. It's to do what was once unimaginable, to design medicine molecule by molecule, to personalize treatments down to our DNA, and to fight our most complex diseases with a tool that finally speaks the fundamental language of life. The revolution is just beginning. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online.